Okay. Nice. Good meme. Hey, do you want me to make a tree? Oh, nice. Attaboy. Because we are live with the Western Conference semifinal matchup. We got Seattle Superspawnics
Wait, are we
versus
live?
the Rollers of Gondor. Yeah, he went live for the giggles.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think that's what that meant. I thought he was talking about living for the giggles, and then I could click that link, and it was just like a little Seahawk and a little Return of the King thing.
Yeah. No, but those are good jerseys. They're pretty dope.
Yeah. A lot of people in actually like the last Twitch chat were talking about good Miners jerseys during the last game we just commentated rather not it.
Yeah, no, I mean the jerseys look dope. Like when the scripts are working together properly and stuff, and they're on the right people, like every half, they're pretty dope. Like the degrees of freedom.
What do you mean right people? Who are the wrong people?
Like, for example, I remember watching a stream last night, and Boost and Dynamo had the Degrees of Freedom jerseys on, and the Degrees of Freedom had the Boost and Dynamo jerseys on.
What's wrong with that? That's just a little league camaraderie, right?
That's only supposed to happen after the game, though.
You can't build up barriers. You gotta break down barriers.
Have you watched a European Soccer League game?
No. I've never watched any soccer game ever.
Well, there you go. That's why you're so misinformed.
Why? Because I like good sports.
No, well, I mean, I like all sports, so it's all good except for cricket.
You like bad sports?
Yeah. I like soccer. I played soccer in college, so I naturally like watching soccer.
Yeah, you like what? How do you feel about curling?
Curling? I mean, if my grandfather's watching it, I'll watch it. But
what are the rules of cricket?
Cricket? No, too Aussie for me.
All right, so that's at least 2 sports then.
What? Hey, I said I'd watch it.
You said no.
I said
you said too Aussie for you, even though it's like a British thing.
The cricket. That's only one sport, though.
You said like golf earlier too.
What? No, I didn't. You said curling. I said I'll watch it with my grandfather.
No, you said something first. You said I like all sports except blah, and I thought you said golf.
I said cricket.
You didn't say cricket.
I said cricket. Fuck that.
You did not say cricket.
I totally did. But
what about Kroll? Do you watch Kroll?
What?
Do you watch Kroll?
What's that?
If you don't even know, then the answer is no. So obviously you don't like it.
How do I know you're not making shit up?
You gotta trust me on this.
I'll trust you once the Google links up.
Bobber.
What?
Do you want to help us scrim?
I can't. I'm doing commentary for our Miners.
Oh,
live, literally right now. Your balls are out on stream.
Okay.
Everybody make fun of Jabba.
What does that mean, puppy? What does that mean?
Were you in the puppy?
When?
Now. Earlier. I don't know.
I don't know if I was in a pub earlier.
I'm not gonna lie, Aaron. I call you that like every time I see you. So,
yeah.
It's probably not me then. I don't think I played like today in pubs.
I think I maybe played a few earlier, but I haven't played too much today. It was like 4 or something, 3:30.
Aaron, why are you group leader?
Yeah, holy. Hey, there you go. Well done. So, for Seattle Superspawnics, we got CCGA, and I think BDL is going to play on offense with Bamboozler, BIG Money on D, and we'll have Warped on D, and I couldn't see the rest of the lineup because the game launched. Yep, Warped and Luke Moo on D. It's going to be Renegade on that?
Probably.
I don't know. I think he might have played a lot more Majors minutes. I know X Factor's probably going to start. Yep, X Factor starting with Sumpal. There you go. with blue team being Return of Gondor.
Yeah, BDL calling out offense in team chat.
No,
Although
Rulers of Gondor.
Apocalypse is saying no, so.
Trip. So I was right there, and we're underway. Great start for Bamboozler. The spike. Oh, looks like Bam offense.
Yeah.
Wow, well he rolls both ways, so it's no big deal. He's gonna be
That's a
able to
nice
get the
out.
yeah, got the nice corner juke. Great blocks by CCGA. He's gonna be able to get out by 1. Will he be able to go over the top? Yes, he looks like he will. He's gotta make a move. Oh, the blocks are set. No, good OD in the end.
So close.
Too many cooks, too many blue balls in base. CC's just gonna wait patiently for Re. Bamboozler should probably set up a block. He does. CCGA takes that beautifully. The blocks are set, and that's a beautiful first cap.
Those were beautiful blocks all around, actually.
Yeah, that was a beautiful play
And
all
like
around.
a really nice bullshit ricochet too.
Yeah, I think that was pretty planned. That was a really good block from Bamboozler, and then CCGA just used to bounce. He was able to get rolling bomb. They're gonna have a rolling grab, but probably not too much avail. Blue team's got 2 tag pros, so CC's gonna have to be smart whenever he diffuses that, and might not be the best spot on blue team tiles, but gave him enough time to get the return in the end. Bamboozler makes a good
Turn
move
for gap.
by 3, and he gets the return. Good positioning by I then to be able to get the return.
Aaron
Very good comms.
pulling out Ripperoonies on the jersey choices.
Yeah, exactly. Freaking green team. Looks like they're gonna have anti. Nope, they're giving up on the anti. Bad choice for the Gondors, as Bamboozler has a free regrab while they ended up capping anyways. But there's a reset as pups are spawning. CCGA got a diffused rolling bomb. Warped is out with the grab. He's out by 2. CC's going to be out though. BDL's tag pro being able to guide him out of base. Sunpaul being able to hold this very patiently, waiting for regrab. Able to use the juke juice to his advantage, getting juked. Or getting the juke on. Aaron's going BRB as Bamboozler gets up regrab and he's going through mid. X Factor just kind of waiting for a little anti-re from Sunball. No, nothing doing though. Bamboozler with a nice split, couldn't get a timely return. Teammates were way too far away to get a return. They get a return now, and a pretty good opportunity to get a reset here. They're able to keep him in the base somewhat. BDL just kind of has to hang around mid and let CCGA push him towards him, or get the solo, either or. Although they need to be careful here. Pups are spawning, and they don't want to be at the wrong side of them. The return of the Pings minor team, able to get 2 juke juices. Unfortunately, the Seattle Superspawnics get the 1 tag pro, which could be real important, but they can't get the return. They might be
solid resets all around.
Yeah, it could be. Looks that way. That could contain by.
Oh, it's the BDL's getting out.
Yeah, good escape.
Oh,
a little boat at the end. Ball
I
starts.
think that was
right
a
there.
little bit of a luck boost. I think that was too fast for the boost to have been on purpose as a block, but it definitely worked out.
Yeah, it's good patience, but good patience by BDL to get out. He was just kind of waiting for the bomb to spawn, and then he was able to take it top.
Yeah, BDL is an interesting miner's choice, actually.
I think he started out majors, and then I think he got beat up by Daffodil. Correct me if I'm wrong. They had a couple of different lineup changes because of suspensions. But this is, I don't know, what they've done worked for them. They were able to put 2 solid lineups out there. They were able to get a couple first place seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, now they're doing work here. It's 5-0 now. So
yeah.
Gondor, rolling of Gondor is a little bit of a flex right now. They need to get a little bit of momentum.
Bamboozler.
That comes from maybe a reset. They haven't been playing nearly enough anti for the flag being out this long. And maybe we could see it once their flag carrier is going to spawn, but they weren't able to get the anti just because of the spawn time. Pups are going to be soon though. Ivan's just waiting on the top bomb. He was able to pull off a juke juice. He was thinking about Kiss, but nothing doing. Because the Gondors have rolling re. Quickly diffuse, great Kiss. This could be a good reset if done properly. And there it is. And looks like both teams are finally
Actually,
reset.
I'm not 100% sure that was a good Kiss, right? Because I think BDO could have stayed alive in base a lot longer than he would have had to.
You never know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'll return for cap for both teams, actually, but...
Yeah, I guess I wasn't really paying attention to the other base, I guess. Because I thought they had clear revamp.
Oh! X Factor, almost.
Yeah, you just missed it by a pixel.
Also deciding to not go through Portal for some reason.
Oh, this could be an interesting decision to Kiss here. With BDIG money not directly being able to get out, although he's able to get out now. Probably a good time to Kiss with 2 rolling regrabs. None doing. He gets soloed, but CCG has a rolling coming in from mid. Going top, BIG looking for the reset.
Oh! A little bit of an overcommit.
Oh, it's the right kind of overcommit where he got ahead, but his mistake lies now where he overcommitted again and got behind.
Oh no, I meant like big money could have had the return, and he just
he overcommitted forward. It's not it's kind of bad when you couldn't get the cap there, but it's not the worst overcommit you can make.
Yeah, I mean, like I just gotta call out flaws because fucking what else am I doing here?
You gotta make the memes.
Yeah, gotta make the dreams.
Make the memes on the dream streams.
I'm hoping for a boost in Dynamo to happen right now. Like we need a solid comeback. Like those are always great.
Yeah, it's a tough on Scorpio if you don't have the momentum. Ooh.
Oh wait, no. Didn't see BDL.
Yeah, BDL was able to pick up a rolling and get regrab.
They have like. Go ahead.
Nah, man, you go.
I was gonna say like Return of the Ping has definitely had like a couple really solid past 3 chances, but like they haven't had a really nice opportunity for a good cap. Like,
yeah,
unfortunate what they desperately need.
I think it comes down to being able to get reset. They're not really committing many chasers. Specifically, they're either like they're playing anti at the wrong times, and then when they don't play anti, it would be the great time to play anti. They're just kind of all over the place right now. Maybe a little bit nerves early on, which afforded them like a 5 cap deficit, but I'm sure next half will probably be a little bit better. I figure. They just need resets. But power-ups are spawning. Looks like we got 2 juke juices on defense.
Luke had to make that boost. Saved that.
He had to make that boost. Some unfortunate overcommits into a gate almost led to a capping opportunity again for the Seattle Superspawnics. Warp's going to be out though. Is he going to have the blocks? No, a little bit impatient with the team boost. Just kind of boosted looking for the split and wasn't there. Meanwhile, Bamboozler is there with the anti-read. Perfect blocks. That was textbook reading and blocking 1v1.
Yeah.
And as the signups go up for another TTOC, Ivan's going to be by 3. Oh, fortunately, there's no solo or there's no contained return to be happened. Just around pup spawning, BDL gets a diffuse rolling. He's kind of waiting for top pup, able to get the juke, and BIG money not able to get a return. That's gonna be by 3. Fortunately for Seattle Superspawnics, they got way too many people in front. Be able to get completely reset.
Oh, the attempt at a kiss turns out awful, actually.
Yeah.
Not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah. No, they're not.
Or maybe as bad as it could have been.
I think the difference you're seeing right now is as soon as the flag's out for Seattle Superspawnics over a certain period of time, they're right on the anti-regrab. Like, it's almost like second nature to them. Whereas I don't. It's like the return of or the rolling of Gondor. They don't mind chasing a whole lot because they've been doing that the entire game. They've only had 26 seconds, 35 seconds of prevent at peace. And I mean, if you want to start making a comeback of this proportions, it starts with having a flag in base.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, they did have a couple chances where they were by 3 and they just couldn't put it through.
Yeah.
But it looked like Seattle Superspawnics were all over them.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely just seem to be the better team playing so far, but
Oh yeah, they dominated. They were able to get the returns at the right time. When they had their anti, they're really synced up chemistry wise. They were able to get good blocks in.
Good trust of the blocks too, actually, by the flag carriers.
Oh, of course, making the right reads. That definitely helps. They're gonna go with the same lineups here.
What does LMK mean?
Let me know.
Oh, okay.
Yep, same
God, I'm
lineups.
bad.
Some key sets. Negates availability, but that would be a big sit. I think that's probably why he's sitting. And Rexer as well for Rolling of Gondor. He's pretty good as well. And Code's not that bad. He might, if the games are starting to get out of hand, Code might see some more minutes. I saw him in mLTP B team last season during the playoff run that he had, and he was pretty good. He was a pretty solid defender.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what else do you see for Rolling of Gondor to get improved? I mean, all I see is just keeping the flag in base, getting the anti-read, and getting pups. But what about you?
I mean, like, that's pretty much what you described the strategy to win absolutely every map, though.
Oh,
in all honesty.
True.
Right, keep the flag in base, get pups, play better than the other team. Go get the flag, bring it back and score, like
please.
Very generic advice.
I guess Rollers of Gondor just gotta play more anti in general if the flag's been out of base way too long, because they've probably been caught on the it was almost at one point I remember in that half where they had anti, then they got off anti because they still had 2 OD. Then the team
Yo, shout out to FXU looking for a scrim still. True. All you Twitch chatters. FYI.
Yep, I'll start passing the shoutouts like Phil and Homemade Waffles.
Oh, of course. We might be launching soon.
Yeah, I guess we are. Same lineups, different sides. Game 1, half 2. First half was 6-0.
Was it 6 or was it 5?
I'm pretty sure it was 6.
We'll call it 6.
I'll check.
I only remember it 5, but I kind of like zoned out on the score.
There, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Yeah, it was 6-0. Ivan had 3 caps, and then everybody else on that team had a cap each. I didn't do a lot of stats looking. I'll probably try to do that.
Are you calling him Ivan on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I can go along with it. I just needed to know.
Alright, there. I got my sounds loaded in.
God, I hate that so badly, actually. Like, when they're just messed up.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me zoom or center or anything. It was really weird.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No satisfaction. I love it. It's when you just spike yourself to say fuck you for the...
Oh, yeah. You can't let them have stats.
Of course.
Stat week. They don't do stats here. Who cares?
Oh, CC could have been out, but he like hesitated. Doesn't matter. Bamboozler with look at that block. Smart boost ahead by Lukma though. I'm taking your role now, but like I can shut up because I do.
No, that's fine. Go for it, man. I don't care.
No, I don't want to narrate. I much prefer just talking about random dumb bullshit.
Who doesn't though? That was a nice lead. Bamboos are able to come in for the cap. And just as that tag for wears out, BDL was able to get 1, maybe 2 more tags with it. CCGA able to get out by 3. Oh, how did he stay alive? That was
I'm not sure.
Juke. How are his rollers that gone? They're not able to get out base. It was a 3v1, and they just ended up getting soloed. Not having a whole lot of luck so far. Very much telling, just like the first half, where they're just getting outplayed right now. Need a little bit of a spark. Looks like it's going to be an easy out for Bamboozler. He's going to be out by 1. Lucan was able to cut him off. The Bamboozler is able to make some moves right around pup time. He might try. He was going to try to die there earlier if CC was able to get the regrab, but he was diffused on a very good diffuse by the X Factor.
Yeah.
Who, if I remember correctly, it used to be Team?
I have no idea. I thought Team was somebody else.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Anyways, that's another cap for Seattle Super. Yep, they're the same. Thank you, Aaron.
They are in fact the same.
Thank you, Aaron, for that. Breaking news.
Oh my god.
No, they're just getting caught the wrong time.
Yeah.
They're just getting vastly outplayed. Might almost have to be thinking about next map, as even though it's 7 minutes left and anything can happen in the playoffs. You got
it's like you haven't really seen much so far to like give your team an extra round. Do you know what the next map is?
It's in my Mumble chat somewhere. I know first has been Scorpio. I don't want to say Jaredum.
They could use a solid Jaredum, I think.
It's Emerald. It's
Emerald.
And then Birch would be the overtime map if we get that far.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Birch in a while. Like that would be an interesting map. I hope it doesn't go that late. Honestly, like
I don't even mind that map competitively. Like it didn't play too bad. It played a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of uphill climbs to come back in games, but this is like Mount Everest at this point with 6 minutes left, down 9 caps.
Yeah.
Not looking too.
We did it in that one scrim though, actually, right? Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
Were you a part of that?
I was a part of that. I was playing defense, I believe.
Wow, that was wild, actually.
Yeah. Hey, I remember our mLTP team, the Degrees of Freedom, playing against their Majors team. These guys' Majors team, Return of the Ping. They were down. What was it?
I think it was 6.
Yeah, it was 6-1, and then they ended up winning the next half like 9-1 or 9-2.
Yeah.
Anyways, anything can happen. It's just.
Well, they also lost the second game, so.
Yeah, but I mean, they almost made another comeback there.
True.
I think they were down 4 or 5, and then it was only like a 2-cap game, but still. It just goes to show that you can never really rule a team out. But I think with 5 minutes left, 9 caps, that's just, you need a cap almost every 30 seconds. And I'm not sure if they're going to be capable of doing that.
Yeah.
It's a tall task order for anybody. So,
you don't know, maybe the entire team could lag out.
Without a timeout being called, you're right.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Because I know timeouts have been spelled for the most part. It's just. Yeah, I think for extreme circumstances, you're allowed to call him timeout.
Yeah. Oh, I was kind of hoping Bamboozler would somehow miss the bomb and hit the spike just because I thought it would be funny, but...
Hey man, at this point you gotta go for the lulls. 420 blazing,
Oh yeah.
as pups are gonna be spawning within the next 20 seconds.
Yeah. So it's something I've missed about playing with Halsey actually is whenever you get like a decent enough lead, he just tries to go for like top 10 plays basically instead of like actually playing smart or decent. He just purposely tries to do stupid things that would look cool.
Yeah.
Which is like that's the type of person I wish I was, because I could actually like he can actually make good plays instead of just like hoping for the best, but still.
Yeah. Meanwhile, X Factor is able to finally put Rollers of Gondor on the board. This could be the comeback we've all been waiting for, or at least a little bit of momentum going into Game 2 on Emerald, where they're going to need to be keyed in on. Just as I say that they need the momentum, they just give the cap right back. So
Yeah.
right back to square one for these guys. Back to fighting a 9 cap deficit.
Yeah. I mean, like maybe not even momentum, but there's just a little like, hey, we got one type of a scenario. Like I do think the fact that it's not a complete blowout is at least something that I can point to like build on.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more of like a rallying cry. Like, okay, they have this game. Let's just kind of re-gear ourselves for Game 2. Luke moves are usually a pretty calm cat, so I give him a little bit of a chance to come back a little bit better on.
I don't know. I think Luke Moo can tilt with the best of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I made that assumption. I've never.
I mean, he doesn't rage, but
oh,
I think it's more of an internalized.
Oh, that's rough. Because I mean, anybody can tilt at any different given time. It's just how they handle it, I guess. Like, I mean, look at the Greets, our minors team. That was just Tilt City for like the first couple weeks.
Wow.
Like in scrims.
Some say Tilt City never ended.
Oh, true that.
Some say we built Tilt City on rock and roll.
Got it. Sometimes, man. Sometimes.
Yeah.
The tilts just happen. Looks like Bamboos are just going to be trapped and cornered. There's another cap.
Hey!
This is the part where everybody just says, hey! It's like, it's another soccer. Oh,
Sunfall.
I think Sunfall's kind of like lightening the mood a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay, the game's over, so we might as well try to have a little bit of fun so that we can reset mentally in order to be ready for Game 2.
Or maybe that wasn't on purpose. It's also the
I'll
probably
give it the benefit of the doubt. But you never know. I want to say it's on purpose just for a positive thing, but you never know. Oh, that's another cap. Is he gonna boat? No.
No.
Fair enough. They have deserved it though.
Battling's normally an offensive thing. I think a lot of times if a defender is on the way to get a cap, they'll just like go for it.
Yeah.
Because they don't know, right?
Yeah,
like,
we never know.
Exactly.
Nope, there's another cap.
Bamboos like murdering big money just so that he has an attempt, but
that's right. I don't know why I zoomed in. Holy. Well, zooms or no zooms, it's still a cap for Seattle Superspawnics. And that'll make the final score of Game 1 on Scorpio 14-2. BIG money with 2 caps and 18 returns. And yeah, they had a little. Rollers of Gondor had a little bit more prevent than last half, but it was still pretty grim in that department. They really had a fits with Bamboozler, CCGA. They were able to get the right moves at the right time.
It's like, I think if you added it up, it was like 7 total minutes of hold for Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah. Certainly doesn't help. What? You know, maybe a little bit of light in the mood in the end of the first game might be able to set some momentum for game 2 as we move to Emerald, which is a little bit more fast-paced than Scorpio, which could help Rollers of Gondor in a sense, because I think they were just getting killed by the slow pace in a sense. They weren't getting their contains, because the flag carriers are able to take their space and be patient with it. But on this map, you have a lot less space to work with, so either it's a lot easier to go for the return, even though you could, if you have a chance, if you miss, then it could probably spell trouble for your team. But the returns generally happen a lot quicker. The flag carriers have to make their decisions a lot quicker in order to be able to get past the defense.
True.
Looks like we're going to be making a change here, and it's going to be on the defensive end. Looks like Warp Potato is going to be taking a seat. Oh, right, and shoutouts to McNerdy, aka Fjork.
I would call that Fjork, like Fjord, but with a K instead of a D.
See, I wanted to pronounce that on purpose because McNerdy's an awesome guy, but you know, it's alright.
I hear he's a bit of a geek.
He's a traveling nerd. Stories are true. And it looks like Rexer's going to get in for Warped Potato. As team might be playing defense. I feel like Rexer plays a lot more offense. But I couldn't know at this point. They're just looking for a spark anywhere they could get it as we move to Emerald.
Honestly, like 3-0 strat, go for it. Like if Emerald's a map where if you think you're going to have a regrab chain the whole time, then you might as well put it in an offender to just try to play defense, right?
No, exactly.
Luke Moose saying Grief Seeds has been playing this Rexer all season, so we'll see if he lives up to his past glories.
Looks like Aaron and Poetic Alco, there we go, I pronounced it right, are getting into a little bit of a heated tree battle. I might have to intervene, get some bans in, but I won't do that. I don't know, it's just one of those things. It's just like, you got tree powers, just please don't need to do over excessively do it. So we're
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think either of them was. I don't think that was over excessive.
True that. He couldn't have just messaged that to you. That makes no sense. But well, anyways.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, it matters to the people who read them. But yeah.
On to Emerald we are going.
Awesome, Paul. Quick out.
Yeah. Great start for both offenders as they're both quickly returned. But the defensive pairing of BDL and McNerdy. Bamboozler with a nice split as he's coming along bottom. Sunpaul with a somewhat questionable grab. But I mean, it wasn't bad in the sense if he got on a couple blocks. Not a great grab by Luke Moo. That's going to be... Ooh.
X Factor saving things, actually.
That was a great grab. Now, X Factor's going to be waiting patiently, maybe for some teammates to come back. CCGA is just taking his time, which he should be. Luke Moo was waiting on the top boost all day, and Rexer was just kind of looking for where he was. X Factor's just going to hold patiently in mid. Very good, solid flag carrying by X Factor so far. He hasn't done a whole lot, but that's good enough to be able to...
Return the ping gets both pups.
Yeah, exactly. It allowed his team to get both pups, which could be huge. They're two Juke Juices, but Juke Juices are pretty good for chasing, except one's on re and one's on anti-re. Almost got the cap. Just kind of mishandled the boost. Easily returned. As both Jukes are out. We're going to have a little bit of a chase fest here. Sunpaul trying to intervene, give X Factor a little bit of space. It works, but only for a short amount of time. as Bamboozler's coming back and closing in on him. X Factor looked like he's going to get contained here. CCGA's by 3. X Factor needs to stay alive for sure.
I mean, unless he fucks up, I think he's like doing fine.
Oh, he's doing great. The thing is, the key is, he's not trying to do too much with the flag. He's just trying to stay alive. He's not pushing too much. He's just trying his best to get his team a chance to reset. Maybe we could see some.
Oh my god, was that Luke Moo? Yeah, I think Luke Moo might be lagging a little bit actually. He's definitely had some questionable misses, and I think he just spiked himself mid for no reason.
Oh, I mean, that snipe kind of, it might deter from that point, but you never know. You can't really tell what's going on the other person's screen. Unless you're like the CRC. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, Juke Moo is out.
Oh, nice kiss. That was a good kiss. Rex was able to get the re-grab and beat out. Haven't really had a lot of resets, which is kind of good offensively for Rollers of Gondor. At the same time, you'd figure that they'd have to start playing anti-re at some point in this game. Because...
Was that the first power up the Seattle Seahawks have gotten?
It is the first power up the Seattle Seahawks.
Yes, that was that was the first one.
Like right now, the only thing that's keeping the Seattle Superspawnics from capping is good OD, because they are getting their resets from playing anti. Just as I say that, so Sumpal plays anti-regrab with the bomb, blasts 2 regrabbers off the flag tile.
Yeah, I think X Factor definitely deserved that cap. Like, he's been putting in a lot of work as a flag carrier this half so far.
Yeah, he deserves more than that cap. He's been putting on a show. Put on holding clinic.
Luke Moo got gated, but it does allow for a reset.
Yeah, there you go. That's their first reset of the game, and it comes off the heels of a cap. Who knew? I guess commentators' curse can hurt. Looks like they're going to be able to get top juke juice as CCGA gets an undifused rolling after Rexer kind of boosts around him.
Like, Emerald's like a very hard map to like get a solid roll and grab and not have it diffused, right? Because like there's nowhere, like generally like it's a very isolated power up area in the corners.
Yeah, it's hard to go for them sometimes, especially if you don't have a reset because they're way out of the way. Sumpal's out by 3. Looks great bomb by Bamboozler, able to get the return. But no, they're playing a little. They got their breaks anyways. They're getting a couple lucky breaks, so that team desperately needs. Good
Rexer with a really nice save there.
Luke Moo with an unadvised bag boost. Coming, CCGA going to be out by 2. Going to take the back wall. Couple maybe questionable grabs, but it got the OD job done. Bamboozler's going to come in with rolling by 3. X Factor's got to stay alive, which he does with these. He's got juke juice that he got from bottom. Bamboozler, though, still not diffused. X Factor's got to keep being patient, which, I mean, if you want to go through and put a textbook definition on patient hold, I think this X Factor's half is a pretty good example of that. He's just been staying out of the danger. He's not been forcing. And Luke Moo is going to be able to cap off of it.
See, like right there, what I was talking about earlier with defenders having good opportunities to boat, like that was it. Luke Moo could have boated for like probably 10 or 20 seconds. Instead, he just decided to cap instantly.
Yeah, well, it helps to get the boys rallied anyways. He just wanted to get the caps, keep the train going. But this might not help. They're going to have a Seattle Superspawnics. I'm going to get it right eventually. They're going to have a tag ground defense and Juke Juice on O. It's going to be a really important set of prevent here. Nice return by Luke Moo. Oh no, the swipe is probably because of lag, I could tell. I've been there.
Done that.
Yeah, he's going to be out top. But For the most part, they handle the situation pretty well.
Oh,
As soon as I say that, though, commentators curse. It's going to be a 3-1 game as Seattle Superspawnics are on the board. I have to be really careful on OD. The grab OD didn't really work out. It worked out a couple times, but that time it finally paid off for Seattle Superspawnics to be able to get a cap. Up soon. Sumpal was doubled for bottom, so Seattle Superspawnics ended up getting it. McNerdy, aka Fjork, went for the grab. He's going to be out with the undifused rolling. It's going to be hard to get his team to get reset. Just as I say that, great boost. Able to line up the snipe with the rolling intact and able to push the OD aside for the cap. We could have a reset here. BDL is able to get a return. CC's now by 2 after a couple flaccid grabs.
He could have just walked in straight.
Oh, he almost.
I feel like he could have he tried to get fancy with it because he didn't think he had.
I don't think he had enough time either way, but it was definitely a good try nonetheless.
Yeah.
Luku's going to come in through mid, and just like that, after starting off on the wrong foot, Seattle Superspawnics are making their way back. BDL's going to boost in for an open cap, and that's a tie game. And CCGA comes up with a regrab, misses the rolling. Sumpal has got to get on regrab with that rolling bomb.
Oh!
Ooh, X Factor just misses. He's going to look for the kiss here. Gets it. Sumpal's got re with rolling. Luku just misses
there. Smart kiss by, I think it was CCGA.
I think, no, it was X Factor that pushed that. I don't think he had a choice in the matter.
Okay.
Regardless, though. It was close. That was a close chance to get reset. Luku just couldn't pull off the anti-read in time. This is going to be trouble, but Sumpal with a nice snipe. Bamboozler's probably going to be going bottom. Yep, and so he does. He has the blocks. They're set. Luku is able to get a kiss. Sumpal trying to play anti, gets bumped off of a good grab by CC. He's going to be bottom. Nice diffuse of the bombs. Luku comes in with a clutch snipe. 1 minute to go. The pups are spawning. Sumpal able to pick up a tag pro. Bamboozler's going to be out by 3. He's coming in. Looks like a cap, and it certainly is. Sumpal and Rex are caught out of position fighting for pups. Unfortunately, it was a good boost. Looks like it's as soon as it was 3-0, it became 4-3 for Seattle Superspawnics in the span of 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And it looks like there might be more
5-0.
coming.
Yep.
It's 5-3.
Like unanswered caps is the main part too. 5
unanswered caps for the Seattle Superspawnics after being down 3-0 in the start of the half. Just as we saw a little bit of light, we're kind of seeing the old Rollers of Condor of last game starting to creep their rear ugly heads back up again. And just
honestly, I'm not even really sure what changed.
X Factor had really good hold. He was really smart with the flag. He didn't try to push too much.
Yeah, I mean, I put him at MVP of this half still, even with that 5 cap swing.
Yeah. He definitely gave the Rollers of Gondor enough momentum to at least have a good start to the half, which they desperately needed. But now they should be locked in. I think as long as they are a little bit more safer on OD, they're a little bit grabby, maybe for my liking. It worked sometimes, but sometimes it ended up being a couple flaccid grabs, and the flag carrier's out by 2 or 3. So they just gotta be a little bit more patient with the grabs. They gotta keep up the good hold, and they gotta keep up the pups in order to be able to have a chance. Good fight from the Seattle Superspawnics, though.
Yep. I mean, I'm sorry, I can't get either of these minors teams straight, but Return to the Ping, essentially, they definitely still are in this, right? They had 3 unanswered caps to begin with, so as long as they don't let sort of As long as they don't fall apart, I think. If they can reset themselves.
Yeah.
And I think, see, like, that's the real thing, Aaron, though, is, like, I can't remember that. Is the hard part. Keep wanting to call it Fellowship of the Ping because shout out alumni. And I keep wanting to say just Seahawks over and over and over again.
Yeah, Bamboozler scored 2 caps in the final minute of the game, or the final minute of the first half of the second game, able to put them in the lead and develop that 2-point cushion so far. Cushion. I said cushion.
Cushion
I
for
meant
the
to say
cushion.
Cushion.
Cushion for the cushion.
And then I'm going to get made fun of for my accent. Slightly racist, but that's okay.
A little bit of that a boot.
Yes, right? Draft starts in 15 minutes. Oh, smokes. I'm definitely not signing up for that because I have work tomorrow. But
I do too, actually.
yeah, that's going to suck. Although, it's just a meeting at 11:30, I think. It's going to be a slow day tomorrow.
I have a professional ass-sitting job where they've run out of work to give me and they won't let me leave, so I just have to sit there and be bored all day.
Yeah.
Which sounds like it's fun, but it's really not because you can't actually do anything enjoyable where people will give you like dirty looks even though there's nothing for you to really do.
Mm. Yeah, it's tough. I'm in a small company, so there's always something for me to do. I'm a process improvement engineer, so
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of work with establishing our department because it's supposed to grow a lot. So a lot of
First
there's
process
gonna
to improve is your own, am I right?
be exactly. We gotta establish our own, get our own space. If we're gonna build another building at some point, so it's a lot of change happening.
Wait, like build another building, not just like lease one?
No, well, we have enough property to build one.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Is it going to be like a solid, nice building, or is it just going to be like trailers?
Not sure, to be honest. It's definitely not gonna be just trailers, but holy smokes! There's some flame in the chat as the game starts.
Like fucking, they've been Twitch chatting that all fucking game. Like, oh, it's BDLs and miners again. ... Fucking retarded. Fucking
Rip.
shout out to Aardvark and okay then.
Classic. Oh,
Almost a quick one off the top there, but it ends up with CCG out now.
yeah. By 2, Rex are able to get the button, and Luke Moo with a good anti. They missed that their first game, and I think really the key for them is just going to be able to keep those resets and keep the flag in base.
Yeah.
Because thus far it's been really touch and go on that in that area. As pups are going to be spawning soon. X Factor probably shouldn't grab here, as he's probably going to fight for top. Couldn't hit the boost properly. It might not matter though. Luke Moo's able to get tagged.
Oh.
X Factor's going to go for a quick grab.
Man, I was hoping Luke Moo would get like the triple kill, but he only ended up with like
X Factor with a clutch boost as his teammates were in trouble. He was able to get the pixels of the boost. Bamboozler just kind of juking around mid, waiting for his team to get back to base. Luke Moo with a questionable kiss.
He did end up getting the triple kill though, so I'm gonna call it.
He did. That is true. That is true. CCGA coming in from left though. I only called it questionable because they had a couple defenders in base.
Oh no, it definitely was questionable. I was just saying he did get the triple kill, which is all I asked of him. So
which is always worth.
Yeah,
always worth. See now, BDL's playing anti, but he's getting bullied hard by Sunball and X Factor.
Yeah,
but
also it's really hard to get a solo kill on this map. So.
Unless
or not, considering Bamboozer just got one.
Yeah. Usually isn't. You just gotta do what X Factor does and be careful. There's the cap that they need. They're within a cap. And they need another one to tie and maybe force an overtime. Lots of time to do it. 7 minutes and 40 seconds left. Just as Paros ended up running out. I think... Nope. It was a split again.
Fjork missing the button.
Nice boost.
X Factor again.
Tie game. You could say he's the X Factor.
Oh, see,
so far this game.
That's the thing, though. Like, he was too busy to go back to read. Like, if he'd have stayed there and they'd have played 3D, that would be another one.
Snipe by Rexer.
Yeah.
He was able to read the boost off the button and able to get the snipe. I want to say that was planned, but I'm not even sure. That was just straight up gutsy. Pups are
Man, they're really trying to suck off BDL. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say that he doesn't deserve it, but like, goddamn, take a breather, people. You'll choke on the dick.
True that. True that. Oh,
man. Zone snipes.
Zone snipes. Oh man, I love those because you can just. People say that's a miss snipe, but that's a snow. No, it was a contained snipe. That's what I usually call it. X Factor looks like he's going to be able to get the lead. Catching Seattle Superspawnics flat-footed, but looks like it's going to be a counter cap if they can get the blocks. And
yeah. That was a beautiful cap, actually.
Tie game once again. Here we go. There's a little bit of that boosted dynamo balls on parade Transilio type action that you were looking for earlier.
Well...
They retake the lead.
Yeah, so I was going to say, do you know what happened the last time they got 3 unanswered caps?
Exactly. Oh, can they get the solo?
Oh, they're making a comeback. Comeback, though.
And it's a tie game once again. Now we're going to see some play open up here. With McNerdy having a tag pro, trying to lead BDL at base. Great boost by Luke Moo. That was textbook. Dealing with a tag pro in this.
Oh, the pro spawn strats.
Textbook spawns too. Shoutouts to Rexer, aka the grief seeds of Emerald. And it's just like the little things that can spark a team, like a change in lineup or just like a change in mentality, like at the end of the Scorpio game.
Or a brand new map. Oh, that would have been fire.
That would have been fire. X Factor's got to be a lot more careful. He's got to stay alive. His team's beat by 3. Good enough hold to get Rexer out. Rexer's got to be careful. He shouldn't be hanging out with the team tiles. He's got to be mid. As soon as I say that, though, he gets returned mid. Another case of commentator's curse is Puff Spawn. X Factor able to get the juke. Fortunately for the Rollers of Gondor, that Seattle gets a tag pro. Not being able to use it much though, because the flag carries all the way on the other side of the map. Bamboozler's going to be out by 2, 3. Uh-oh. X Factor's got to be careful, which he usually is at this point. You can count on him to be careful. He's been putting on some great holds for this team. He's been their best player by far. Not even close.
Which is ironic too, because the X Factor as a show is kind of awful.
Oh, don't even remind me. Even Triple X was... I haven't even seen those movies, but I've heard they're...
I liked the first one. State of the Union was like, whatever, but it had Nate Dogg in it, so...
True. I don't know. It's like one of those...
Wait, did it have Nate Dogg or was that Ice-T?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
I can't remember.
That's going to be a cap. And then CL Superspawnics are going to have the lead once again with 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Yeah. Sunpaw's got a tag pro. He might want to rush this, and he certainly does, but he pushes his teammates out of the way. CC's out by 3. Luke Moo opting for the kiss as they get a reset. And yeah, Rexer was gated. Trying to get the regrab on time. Looks like flags are reset. Probably going to see a little bit more set plays from Rollers of Gondor, but just as I say that, Bamboozler's already up by 2. The blocks are set.
Oh, runs into the wall.
Great button by the X Factor. But not so great grab by the X Factor. But Luke Moo and Rexer have CC pretty well held up in mid. X Factor with another flaccid grab. That's not going to spell too great if he keeps doing.
He'll get it eventually. Oh yeah, wrecked! I love it.
Oh, nice button. Sunpaw's going to be out. great diffuse by Rexer and Sunpaul. Sunpaul boosting Rexer into the rolling bomb. Sunpaul's
a
by
chance.
3.
That was a
Lumu with
quality
solo
reset.
return.
Yeah.
He must have reset his router or something. He's on fire with these solo returns. Turned up to another playoff Luke Moo level.
Yeah.
As his Reddit account once says. And we have another tie game. It's been back and forth. All games so far this season. It's definitely an opposite tale of what happened in the first game. Bamboos are going to be out by 3, though. X Factor's got to play some mad OD. He certainly does. He uses the boost to get the return. Some ball coming in from bottom. With my shitty mic commentary, Luke Moo and some Paul are coming on.
You got a better mic than JJ Poole and Neb had for their Shoddy Mic podcast, which was a great name and also like a pretty decent podcast in and of itself. But
true. I wish they had more of those. I always loved those. Some Paul going to be out top with the 1-cap lead for Rollers of Gondor. Some Paul able to get some jukes off. And probably going to be holding for a little bit. Might not try to force anything. It's only a 1-cap game. As I say that, though, he's bringing it right into base. Reckless abandon on the kid. X Factor's going to be out top. Ooh. Missed timing kiss. Good kiss for Seattle Superspawnics as the anti-re was in place. BDL's going to have to take his time, though. There's three balls in base. Decides to take the boost. And ends up getting returned. This could be a potential for a reset if Sunpaul can get a solo. Ooh, he nearly gets juked. Luke Moo was able to pick up a rolling bomb bottom. Top Pop's going to be up soon. Frex are able to get the reset by defusing the rolling bomb that BDL picked up. X Factor going in for the boost. This is a handoff situation for Sunpaul. He's going to be out by 2. He doesn't need to force anything. There's 30 seconds left. He just has to keep the regrab chain going. He needs to keep the flag out of base. X Factor. He's going to go top. He's by 2. This could be trouble for Seattle Superspawnics. Ends up being a return. Sunpaul. He's got to stay alive. At least for another 6 seconds. Oh no, he forces it. They have the...
He doesn't have a boost, though.
He's got to go for it. Oh, he nearly gets the bomb off the boost. But it's a kiss, and it looks like we're going to game 3. And it looks like I'm going to need some coffee tomorrow morning. Because it's going to game 3.
Just trying to go to bed early tonight.
Oh man, that's
fucking worth it, though. This next game's going to go into overtime, too. I call it. Guaranteed.
But it's on Birch, though. You never know. It's another slow.
No, I only say this because it's inconvenient to me, not because of how either of these two teams have been playing. Even though they've both been, like, that last half was on point.
Shoutouts to Inconvenience for keeping us awake and keeping these games tight and close. Or at least game 2.
Big shout out to Twitch from our boy Fat Alice.
If only Aaron K had his text to speech on.
Yeah.
Get on it.
Yeah, so we have split games going to game 3 on Birch.
Yeah. Yeah. This is going to be really interesting to see. I haven't really seen a whole lot on Birch. Just because I think this is the first time I've watched a playoff game on Birch. But it's one of those maps where it's really choky once you get towards base. There's not a lot of room to work with. You have the 2 bombs in base. But other than that, you're just trying to hold in top and bottom. And just make sure that you don't try to drag it too far back in base where
so hold on. Oh, this is what Birch is. God damn.
My god. It's like you missed 2 weeks
or something. Like this shouldn't even be like a regular season map, let alone a playoff map.
I didn't mind
this
how
is
it
gonna
plays.
Be fucking brutal.
Nah, I didn't mind how it played. It played pretty good.
I don't know. I feel like there are too many easy outs, even though like I can't bomb for shit. I feel like as a good player, there are too many easy outs.
I feel like it's kind of similar to Geo Koala, where you just have to control the bombs. And then that's your key to success for keeping it. It's not as choky as a Geokoala, but the bomb play is definitely a factor in being able to hold the flag in base.
McNerdy has no idea what the fuck a good map is. I'll say that. Period. He has no class defending what type of map Birch is.
Right,
and I'm ashamed of both of these two teams for allowing it to be played more than it has to.
They must have not wanted to play Jardim. I wouldn't want to play Jardim. Jardim's terrible. Birch is way better than Jardim.
I don't know about that. I mean, they're both pretty bad, but I feel like you could make the argument either way.
Yeah, fair enough. Looks like big BIG money is going to get back in for Seattle Superspawnics for Game 3 for the first half anyways. And I guess, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be difficult for Superspawnics. They just lost all sorts of momentum. They were playing really solid. They've been coming back. They've made some good comebacks, but especially in that last game, that's just what the Rollers of Gondor needed. They just needed a response. And it looks like we're going to be launching. We're in the joiner currently. Port 8000. Don't crash it, please. Some good spawns here. Spawns ready for power-ups. Oh wait, they don't spawn yet. See if any of these teams can get the double diffuses. Oh, there it is. CC getting it done. Rexer being a loser. Just diffusing.
Well, because sometimes you actually do want them to be off kilter is the other aspect, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean, at the beginning of the game, you gotta go for the double
diffuse. Spike handoff. Cool, yeah. Oh, but the boost missed it.
X Factor's gonna be coming in by 2. They need the blocks. The blocks are not in place. Rexer misses a part of the solar return. Lukemoo also swiping. This is not going to spell good as BIG Money had the anti-re. Bamboozler kind of juked his way back into contain. CCGA's kind of helpless here.
Oh my
X-Factor's
god.
out by 3. Oh, big money bailing out BDL. Looked like BDL was just about to get beat. Not a nub step, but just being beat out of base. Yeah. Great return by the X Factor, just getting gated as he got the return. But it looks like Seattle Superspawnics are going to catch. Oh, they aren't. They almost caught the rolls.
Oh,
Gondor.
BDL can save it.
Sunball missed. X Factor not being able to cut off mid in time. He got 2 tag pros on regrab. And they're both out. What they can't afford is to make bad decisions at this moment. Rex is going to be off anti. So it looks like they're going to stack up the base and park the bus until they can get to the regrab. Lukemoo is going to charge in mid, maybe try to push in bottom. Rexer's waiting there, but Lukemoo kind of overcommits towards the wall, and that allows CC to open up for top. Rexer trying to track him down for a return. Lukemoo with a nice snipe, trying to carry his momentum into Bamboozler. Flaccid grab happens. Rexer just gotta stay ahead. Gets overcommitted, or gets juked.
Bamboozler missed the button there, or he would have had way more time.
Yeah, he would have had way more time. The block was there though, he just kind of misread it. Nice diffuse by Sunpaul. Good return to follow up. Holy shit, quotes BDL as X Factor gets the final return. Potentially in a reset? No! CC with another set of sick moves. Able to get out top by 2. Waiting for the blocks. It's not going to happen though. And we're looking at a reset here. Pups are not spawning for a bit, but I usually think about them at this time because usually the flag's out for a while. CC's out by 2 off a nice rub grab. The blocks are in place, almost trying to use the bomb, but good positioning. Now this could be big. Rexer got gated, but Lukemoo played that pretty well, as pups are going to be spawning soon. Rexer able to pick up a juke juice, Sunpaul picking up a tag pros, Lukemoo's coming in on offense with a rolling, trying to keep it undefused, although he should probably come in a lot quicker. He has a tag pro lead.
Oh, it's Big Money's birthday, according to Jules. Don't know if that's true or not, but happy birthday, boy.
Happy birthday, boy. Your team just getting capped on. Oh, the birthday boy makes the save. He's going to be by 3. He's going top, and Sunpal's going to be having the regrab eventually. Bamboos are trying to get the return, not to no avail. Big Money doesn't want to kiss. He wants that birthday cap that he had a couple in the first game, just the second game he missed out on. CC's going to be by 1. He's thinking about top, but he really wants mid. So he's going to circle around, go through gate, get gated, hand it off to Bamboozler, who probably has somewhat of a better plan and actually does go top. He gets soloed by Lukemoo though. Lukemoo is able to pick up a tag pro. So, although BDL has a Juke Juice regrab with the flag, CC has a Juke Juice re right now. Thinking about going for the return, doesn't want to burst that ego and get nub stepped. At the same time, you generally want to chase with the Juke Juice, but at this point, you want your defenders chasing as well. CC's going to have the regrab. X Factor, look, thought about a kiss.
Then thought about making what would have been a really good kiss.
No, it wouldn't have been a good kiss. His team.
Not because the defenders were like closer in base for a reset.
Yeah, but with CL Superspawnics having the anti right away.
Well, like I feel like that's a real different. Like I think that was more. I think that was better than a chance, but
I think trying to make sure that they don't have a definite reset is better than we could have a reset compared to they definitely have a reset.
Man, you have no trust for your defense.
No. After playing with Degrees of Freedom, no. Lock it.
Jeez.
Got him. Oh, looks like... Oh, Rexer just couldn't make the play.
Oh.
He had to make a move, but getting domed at pups. 2 out of 3 for CL Superspawnics spells a 1-0 lead for the red team. Rexer able to get the reset. But yeah, no, just unfortunate grabs and losing 2 out of 3 pups killed them there.
Oh, Lukemoo slightly out of position for the boost grab.
Yeah, Bamboos are able to get out by 2. Nothing doing though. Somehow managing his way out of the corner. X Factor getting bomb returned, or returning himself with the bomb. BDL, Rexer just in the right position to get the return. Almost was able to squeeze top. X Factor able to get a tag pro. Lukemoo got a tag pro. Sunpal's not going to get this tag pro. That's going to be Big Money with the tag pro. They got to be careful here though. Big Money is able to keep the flag in base with this 1 tag pro against 2. It looks like he's going to get out though. That was a nice escape. But that was almost scary. They had 2 tag pros, but they almost gave up a cap because of lack of positioning and regrab.
I don't think X Factor was trying to do that, but turned out to be kind of cool.
Yep. Kiss, neutral kiss, as both teams are still at a base. Looks like Rexer's going to be had anti-plate on him. Makes a good read, able to buy his teammates enough time to get the base. Didn't get the return, but certainly did enough to at least give his teammates a chance to get a return. Luke's going to force low. Sunpal's going to be fighting for pups. Which, I don't know. I mean, a chance for a reset, but at the same time, I guess with pup spawning, it's a good choice to go for those. Lukewood's defuse is rolling. It's really important for him not to push here. CC still got a rolling undefused. He got turned by a Juke Juice. Flaccid grab's not going to help. X Factor's got to stay alive. Nice bomb. Able to get his team a return. Then proceeds to have his boost spawned on him. And
I don't think it spawned on him. I think it was just a really kind of a.
He might have. Maybe he just kind of.
It was an accident, but.
Yeah. It was a classic Warden play. It just happened. So both flight carriers are out. Pups are going to be spawning within about 15 seconds. And yeah, no, a little bit of an early push from X Factor, which was kind of weird because in the Emerald game, we didn't see him push too early. And he was able to buy his defense a lot of time to get more reset. But
well, it wasn't. Like, I think the alternative is, was he really pushing, or was it like, could he just not even go into base that often?
That's a good question. It's obviously something I haven't really paid much attention to. There could be a potential reset here.
Could be a potential
Nice
cap.
bombs! Nice boost snipe, blind snipe by Rexer. And just like that, it's a tie game. Figure with a tag pro, and there wouldn't be much of a chance to grab the cap, but Rexer says, fuck that, I'm gonna get this snipe and get the cap. So, tie game, 1 minute left, just about, looking around for last round of pups. Like hasn't been really reset all that much for the Rollers of Gondor, although they found themselves in the tie game. Oh
my
they're gonna
god.
have to be careful. X Factor bails them out. Rex
I'm not sure how BDL made it to his own flag tile there, but
just some communication mistakes, I guess. Lack of trust. Luke moved with the upward swipe. He didn't need to, but it doesn't matter. X Factor gets the return. Rexer caps to get the Rollers of Gondor the lead.
I think no, they've had the lead before.
No, they didn't. Seattle had 1-0 lead, then Rolling Gondor.
Not in this half, in the series so far. In game 2,
I was talking about this
half
game, though.
1. Well.
And it looks like
no kept flags. Gondor, 1 kept flag.
With a turn of with a big twist, they went from being down 1-0 and getting dominated to having a good stretch in the last 2 minutes to be up 2-1.
Yeah.
Definitely being out prevented. They had some good OD. Yeah, just Seattle Superspawnics' lack of capitalization on some odd man chances. I remember when they had a good chance with 1 tag pro against 2, and it just never came to fruition.
Just trying to think, because I am reminded of a time in the far past of Tag Pro. I believe it was a Nevermore's co-signers playoff game that ended up being, I think it was along the lines of like 15-2, where the co-signers like if on aggregate score added across several games, like the co-signers ended up winning, or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. The game started. They started this game like the start of game 2, but yeah, no, the cap diff was -9 or -11, but co-signers ended up
winning and advancing. Yeah.
Some say Raven is still juking, and Raven 513 is still doing the Raven juking boombox to this very day.
I always thought that was stupid, and he did not invent that in any way, shape, or form. And you should not call that Raven juke.
It just triggers old timers like you and me, so it's all good. I do it for the triggers.
I feel like I'm the only person that's like, I don't even, maybe it's a trigger, but it's more like eye roll, like really? Come on. If I make up a move that everybody does and just call it the ball star, would you go along with it?
No.
Well, exactly, well, I mean, but you went along with the Raven juke, so.
Yeah, I was just making a reference there. People make that juke all the time.
Exactly. Not really, because Boombox not in rotation anymore, but...
I was just making a reference back in the day.
Fucking calm down, man. I have nothing else to talk about, so...
You're hurting my feet? No.
Yeah.
It's getting late. Holy smokes.
God, I just want to eat a goddamn popsicle and go to bed.
I don't want to eat a popsicle. I just want to go.
Yo, I got the firecracker popsicles where like they're red, white, and blue. Little bit of the America ones. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Do they have Canadian ones where they're like red, white, and red again, with a tiny?
They probably do. They're probably just like
tiny
a discolored strawberry or something. But I don't know. I don't buy popsicles a lot. I try to stay away from the sweets from now on. I've lost like 30 pounds over the past 8 months.
Oh, nice.
Changing my diet a little bit.
Like I feel like
Exercise
I think like the number one thing is to like cut out soda and like that.
Oh,
I could
soda.
definitely cut that out of my diet.
I've drank a lot more water. That helped too. And walked more. But looks like we're going to game 2 half 2.
Let's see what these guys have been drinking. If they've gotten any of that juke juice.
Is there like an X Factor energy drink or something? I feel like there is.
I don't know.
I don't know. It might have been like a cheapo brand that I saw. But anyways, I don't know. I didn't see any double diffuses. That's a pretty sad sight to see. And Boozler's going to make some moves. He's going to be able to have a little bit of space to work with, although not a whole lot. Luke Moo covered that pretty well. Luke Moo's making some decent reads, trying to track down CCGA. Rexer's just got to cut that off. Nice positioning by Rexer. Not a great grab by X Factor. Bamboozler's coming in by 2. Blocks are somewhat in place, although it was a little bit of sandwich. Bamboozler trying to work his magic in the corner, just wasn't meant to be. CC waiting around gate, trying to bait a defender around it. As he waits for Bamboozler to get regrab. Now he's thinking about pups, as he's kind of waiting for top pup. See, now he's got them waiting for mid. Bamboozler's going to grab a block on Rexer to be able to force CCGA the tag pro. Although it's not going to do him much good unless he tries to kiss, because the Rollers of Gondor out with a lead. They're coming in mid. Luke Moo's putting some work with this tag pro. Not really a whole lot though. We got like 1 or 2 tags maybe.
Better than nothing. Gotta get that KED up somehow.
True. He's got to stop grabbing. Then he's got to. You can't rival the young cynical with that mentality.
Oh, Sunpaw coming in.
Yeah, great blocks. Those blocks were a lot more set than what we first saw from Seattle.
Rexor also didn't kill himself with that bomb, so like even though he got returned immediately, like I thought he was done for. So
yeah.
Like, good job on that.
Looks like pups are going to be spawning soon. X Factor is probably going to have a little bit of trouble with this pup, as BDL picks it up. Tag Pro is going to keep it on defense with 2 rolling bombs on offense, both quickly diffused. And with 3 defense, I'm surprised the Rollers of Gondor were able to get a return. Nope. BDL comes in with a lead by 1, coming in mid. Bamboozler just following. That was that textbook lead right there. Just keep on going. That's all you gotta do. Usually you find, like in pubs and stuff, you see a tag pro just try to do everything and try to tag every player on the map. And you really just gotta give them a path to go through. That was the textbook right there. CC's gonna come through gate. No, Luke was able to cut him off. Both flags are reset. We got a 2-1 lead, or no, 3-2 lead on aggregate for the Rollers of Gondor.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it right.
Flag pro!
Oh, X Factor's out by 2. Will he have the blocks in place? Not likely. There's 2 Juices playing OD. Well,
I mean, this is at the point where you just try to force it and, clear base.
Yeah.
Oh, except you don't let them out.
Yep. CC with a good grab. X Factor's getting a return, but by that time his tag pro's out. He's just gonna reside to regrab. CC's got some anti-re going. If they can get a solo return, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be happening anytime soon. So CC's probably gonna bail. Maybe Big Bunny is gonna be playing some anti. It'd be a great time for a kiss, but Rexer's doing his best to hold the flag.
Oh, Bamboozler out past 3.
Yeah. It's really and good communication on the blocks. Now it's a tie game. But yeah, no, it was a miscue in the defense. Bamboozler brought it way back to the corner, and they had 3 guys there. They just couldn't get the return. Rexer has his rolling diffuse. Big Money trying to get a return on X Factor in the corner, able to do so. Gets the following return. Bamboozler's going to be able to get out by 2, going bottom with a lead. Big money. Able to get the block on Lukemoo with his tag pro expiring. Bamboozler just going to take a lap here. And CC just going to defuse both bombs.
Did Bamboozler ever like change his name, or is it just very coincidental that he picked a name that is coming back into like commonplace meme speak?
No, I think he's had that for a while.
Oh, interesting.
I think Miara's just trying to pick it back up again after that boy flamed out very quickly.
Oh, Andy Capped, giving you the shout out.
Give me? Why me?
Alchemist giving anti-shout out to the jerseys.
Oh, that's right. Oh, nice diffuse. X Factor's going to have the juke juice. He's going to be able to hold for a little bit. They're going to have a tag pro anti, but unless regrabs comes off, I don't see this return happening. As I see that though, BIG Money gets a solo return, and it looks
a little
like
bit of a vote.
Supersonics have a 1 cap lead, heading into the final half of the half of the game. CC's going to boost bottom. He's going to be by 2. He just needs a couple blocks. BDL's kind of fucking around with the bombs. Bad classic grab spells trouble, but X Factor's gonna be out by 3. Lukemoo needs a return. Oh, he had a chance to. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, X Factor. I'm sorry.
I don't know what that sound was.
I love that.
Holy. Lukemoo's gonna grab a tag pro bomb with pup spawning. Yeah, I heard that. My ears died a little bit, but it's alright.
No, bad.
No, it's all good. It happens. Probably a lot of what faces in chat, but you never know.
No, there's one oh ho ho. And that's about it, I think.
Oh, yeah. It was the most aesthetically pleasing sound. Oh, nice block. Paul.
Oh, save that cap.
Grab. Yeah.
Rexer with the follow-up save.
Yeah. Able to get Rexer time to get the return. That was a good grab. It's one of the times where grabbing on OD works.
Yeah.
It has to be really well coordinated.
I mean, like, grabbing on OD can work most of the, well, not most of the time. Like, sometimes, depending on, like, a lot of the times it's the best strategy.
Yeah, depending on the positioning. If you're, like, the last person and the flag carrier is starting to bear, then you might want to grab and get in the safe spot.
Also, if you can get, like, a really clean out.
Yeah, if you have 3 people on OD, for example, and you flash a grab, it gives a good chance to boost your teammates out of position. That's the reason why usually it's generally discouraged.
Yeah, beast mode calling it out. Always grab OD. You gotta take risks to cap.
Oh, fair enough. This is coming from the mLTP legend himself. Hashtag feel the beast.
Well, the take risks to caps is coming from the mLTP legend Jabron Langs, but...
Oh, true. Beast Mode's gotta take credit for that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be a meme teamer without... Oh, looks like Luke was able to get that rolling bomb. Quickly diffused.
Yeah.
BDL's gonna have a rolling. He's gonna try to look for regrab. It ends up bombing X Factor into a return. Paul looking to make a couple moves here. Oh, wow, that was a nice boost.
Yeah, really clean boost.
Good grab at BIG Money, though, temporarily. As long as they don't grab again. And now, Rollers of Gondor just trying to push, trying to get a tying cap. Well, they have a minute 22. Paul's going to be able to get a grab. He's kind of biding his time, though, waiting for X Factor to get across. He's going to try to go top. Maybe try to get the little back wall boost. Didn't really take it. Didn't really have a whole lot of options to work with. X Factor kind of waiting for pups. Kind of waiting for top. Oh, he's going to catch BIG Money sleeping. He needs to boost left. No, it's not.
Just get the pup. Oh.
Lukemo's going to go quickly for rolling re as Bamboozler gets out. They're going to need a kiss. kissing an anti would probably be the most ideal situation right now with a rolling regrab. Or a force. X
Oh,
Factor's
he's
gonna be
past
by
4, I think.
Get the gate!
Oh,
no, the
big
post
money.
fucked them up. They need a return now. Big
No!
money with a clutch escape with the bombs. And big money's by 3. Luke Moose should probably kiss. They have an anti-regrab set up. At the same time, they're able to get the return with the contain. Sunpal's gonna grab. He's gonna be out mid. He's gonna be by 1. Brexer's getting off the regrab. As there's only 10 seconds left in the game. He's going to have to get a grab off real quick. No more regrabs. This is it. This is the final grab of the game. Not going to be enough time though. As he makes his way, and it looks like Seattle Superspawnics, after dominating Game 1, just managed to scrape it out after Game 3 with a 1-cap victory. After being down
this
2-1.
was a really good matchup, actually. Like other than Game 1, a lot of back and forth.
Yeah, for sure. Looked like, I think in Game 1 they just they're kind of psyched to be in the playoffs. I think it was Warp's first time in minors, for example. Not to say that he was the problem, but it just seemed that they were just kind of lost.
I don't know. I think
really
you're saying that Warped was the problem.
Okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
I mean, I can't let you escape things.
Nah, I gotta escape. That's what I use the escape rope for. And get out of caves. And then I'll go to the PC and heal my Pokemon before they all poison to death by all the Zubats I face.
Yeah, you heal stuff at the PC, nerd.
Alright.
That's not how it works.
Alright, I'm going to sign this shit off because Aaron wants to go to bed.
Alright.
Alright, it's been real.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for sticking around.
Thanks, Aaron, for streaming in the last minute.
Yeah.
Very clutch of you. And we'll see you next time.
Catch you later.